Hi everyone, it's Elle again. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I've posted anything. Third year is really stressful. Yeah, that's the only reason really. I've been living in the library, revising for exams and things like that, which is what I should be doing now, but I'm procrastinating as usual. So I've had a couple of requests on my social media recently for a video on getting a graduate job. Most people will be getting graduate jobs now if you're not going straight onto the full-time LPC or BPTC course. So it's about that time of year to be looking for jobs. I personally am looking for a paralegal job. I do have an offer to study the BPTC, but I've deferred it for a year because I want a year to kind of build skills and things. So I'm also on the job hunt at the minute. I actually had an interview today. So I know exactly how you all feel. I think it's good to know what area you're going into. If there's a particular area that you want to work in, then you can maybe focus in on that. If you're not really sure, then it's good to kind of go for something a bit broad, maybe something that covers a couple of different areas. Completely up to you, really. If you can't find a job in your area, then you may have to branch out and try something different, which isn't always a bad thing because you've obviously got the transferable skills in any legal job. And also it'll maybe allow you to experience something different than what you're going to practice in for the rest of your life. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if you can't go into exactly the area that you want straight away. Secondly, where to look for jobs. I think the standard thing is to type into Google like legal jobs in wherever you are, which works to some extent. Like, I'm not gonna say no to that. You've also got legal recruitment fairs. If your university did a law fair, maybe, I know that we did at Edge Hill, then that's obviously worth looking at. If they've done one recently, then you can maybe get in contact with some of the firms that you spoke to. If there is one coming up, then definitely go. It's 100% worth it. Most come with some jobs to kind of fill. So that's 100% worth looking into if you haven't already. If you know of any firms local to you, big firms that work with the university, I know at Edge Hill, in particular Fletcher's and Stevenson's work quite closely with the university. Also, they're all quite worth looking at and seeing if they have any vacancies, because I know that they look at Edge Hill graduates quite nicely. So that's worth doing. I'd say as well, don't forget the power of LinkedIn. I put a post on LinkedIn a couple of days ago just saying that I was graduating, I'm expected to graduate with a first, and I'd need a job basically, without sounding desperate. And I've had quite a few recruiters ask me for my CV. I had a director of a company message me asking for my CV, and that's where the interview came from today. Quite a few opportunities have arisen from that, and I think that's so important. And I told somebody else on my Instagram that might be worth doing, and she's had the same kind of response from it. So people are usually willing to help you out, and if you are looking for a job, then it might be worth putting a post on LinkedIn. Otherwise, just kind of remember your connections and maybe be a little bit creative in your thinking. So I obviously have a passion for work with children and families. So I looked on local council websites to see if there was anything in-house with them, because I would really like to see that side of things. I've got quite an interest in local authority work. So don't necessarily think, right, okay, I have to paralegal in a law firm somewhere, because there might be other kind of positions that you're not aware of waiting for you. So definitely think outside of the box. If you're struggling to think outside of the box, go to Careers at university, because they will be more than willing to help and offer ideas that are kind of not the kind of usual straight law path that most people think of. So that's definitely worth considering as well, because I know that some really interesting opportunities can be thrown up if you do kind of start to think outside the box a little bit. So I hope that's been helpful for you. If you do have any questions or anything, feel free to message me. I'll put all my kind of social media and things up in the corner somewhere. I want to say up here. I always forget how to do it, so who knows. It might end up in the description of the video, but feel free to message me if you have any questions at all. I'm always more than happy to help people out. So yeah, but thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will do another video very soon.